A lot of people think they're making their own decisions when they gather facts and information and opinions of other people. They think that with more information, they'll have more tools to use that are at their disposal in order to make a decision, right? You've got more to think about. And people enjoy thinking. It's very gratifying to the ego. And with all this information, all these facts and all these studies and statistics, they've got something now that they can use to go and make a decision. Not once consulting with the only thing that really matters, and that's yourself. Now, just because you calculated and you shifted around all these different ideas that were given to you doesn't mean that the decision is yours, because all of that information is somebody else's. There's somebody else's ideas, somebody else's opinion, somebody else's book, somebody else's study. You bring it all in and you sift, and then you try to calculate your decision. So your decision is not your decision. Your decision is the best choice that you've decided to take based on the information you've been given. And a lot of times you don't realize, but the choice that you made after all that mental masturbation has nothing to do with the facts. Why not go straight to the source? Why not go straight to your intelligence before you start seeking advice and information to calculate your decision? The reason why you don't do that is because you've been taught very early on that your body is not nearly as important as your head brain. Our bodies have become so desensitized to the information input and the trust that we should have for its output that we completely ignore our heart. You know, it's no wonder that the language is wrought with phrases like your heart calling, your heart is warm, your heart's feelings. This person has a cold heart or a warm heart. Because there's an intelligence in your body. It's not the bundle of brains, like the bundle of cells like the neocortex trapped in your chest, but there's a sensitivity there. Listen to your gut. You've got a gut feeling. Every time I ignored my gut, I've made the biggest mistakes. It doesn't matter what I think I know, because it's all based on dead information. Information's always dead. The only thing that's alive is this moment, and the only thing that's happening in this moment that you can experience is your subjective reality, what's happening in your body. You've got to trust your gut. Don't look for information to support your choices, because they're other people's based on their experiences, but you don't know what's going to happen now. None of us know what's going to happen now. But if we trust ourselves, we're going to create something brand new. One of the problems is it doesn't always look like the way other people's experiences have been. But wouldn't that be boring? Why do you want other people's experiences? See, they'll give you the right path to follow in order to have their experience, but don't you want your own? It might not look so neat and clean and down the well-trodden path as everyone else's. It might be messy and dirty, and you might be hungry, but it's yours. It's what your gut's telling you to do. It's what your heart's telling you to do. There is a magnificent intelligence in the body. But the subconscious mind lies in the peripheral nervous system. It's a part of your mind that beats your heart and digests your food without you thinking about it. This brain doesn't do all that. And you know when they say that you only use about 5% of your brain? It's because you're just using this one. Start to feel your body if you haven't been that deadened so far that you can't. And most of us have been. And that's why I tell you should do things like massage and bioenergetics. Tapping is very helpful. Breathe deeply into your body. Relax all the muscular holding patterns, all the tenseness in your body. Recognize it and start releasing it. Basically what you're doing is releasing the intelligence in your body. When you do this, that subconscious mind, that 95% of the brain that we're not using, it's not in here. It's way down here. The brain doesn't stop in the neck. It shoots way down into our body via the spinal cord and branches out all into our organs, our viscera, our muscular system. There is an intelligence that you're ignoring because you've been told to ignore it. You've not been told how to use it. When you go to school, it's all book information. It's all sit down and bring it in through your eyes and ears. There's no feeling. There's no get in touch with your feelings. Experience and creativity mean nothing. And it's very easy to manipulate people when all you give them is information. But when you teach people to start trusting their bodies, they become dangerous. Be dangerous.